All right, good late morning, everyone. It was a jobs day, and I posted this in TGH as we look at my main screen here. Hell of a turnaround. Keep in mind, it's not how we started, it's how we finished. But they went red to green. The spies hit the two. You know what? This is a situation. Share screen. Yeah, this is a situation where I'm sure Coach doesn't do videos on Friday. Spies, there they came. They hit the 420. They bounced IWM. Holding properly, and obviously TLT holding this type of bounce, being at the high of the day is good. Let's go to TradeGATEHub for a second. The boss was in the room posting a trade, made a quick 100 dimes. Thank you very much, Tim, for tuning it. Just like TGH, Tim's post for quality, not quantity. And again, Tim was probably, first of all, Tim's aware because he trades price action, he trades volume, and he trades news, and knew that a job report came out. Probably knew that we were posting every day the positioning on CTAs, that just most underweight. Actually, they're very short in some time. And you know what? I'm not saying it's a turnaround. I'm not sure what Tim thinks of the turnaround. Coach actually said he's not going to use the word short gold for a couple of years. That says a lot. First of all, price action told the story. Secondly, Coach was right on the money. He has been for some time. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon because, quite honestly, we're all giving high opinions at a high level and making each other better. So good trade, Tim. Well to be awareness, Mike V, Paul, bravo. And okay, this was the main question when I posted. Everybody should have been aware of what was going on with the charts. Let's go to this, for example. Everybody should have known utilities, obviously XLU turning around. It's not the first day down. It's usually the second wave up. Utilities coming down. They're hitting stocks like Walmart, getting crushed. Went to the 200-day awareness. You can have a simple scanner. It doesn't mean you have to buy Walmart at the 200-day, but certainly in this time where the VIX is actually pulled back a little bit, but elevated, at least, well, elevated, that's arguable, actually. So Walmart going to there. And they rotated properly. Pardon me. Exxon and Chevron were down huge, both. They rotated. So you know what? Stocks were positive early. Okta Software was positive early. It doesn't show it. What else was positive early? TT. You know what? PDD. Alexis alerted me at 9:38. Hold on. 9:30. Am my camera on? 9:38 a.m. All right, good. Alerted me about PDD. I laughed at him. I actually didn't laugh at him. I was busy having XFIP. There's PDD. I mean, certainly I wouldn't short it. It's got a lot in it. The stock rips. There's go to the weekly. PDD, another stock that's been holding great that actually Alexis pointed out to me. I was aware of, but I can't get it all. CrowdStrike. Okay, you want to talk about relative strength over all the moving averages. CrowdStrike, just getting started. Jim Cramer sold all as you this morning. Came out, no disrespect, Jim. Sold that on the bottom, 15.20. Literally, he did. And that's when everybody bought it. He said he was done with you. I'll show you. Okay. What was that? Like 10.25? Watch this. Poor guy. I'm just pointing it out. He's a very brilliant man and could buy me over several times over, multiple times over. But, you know, just like when I say sometimes buy my pain, I might be a little off, but sometimes being a little off is a big difference when you go in this type of market where things are stretched. Where's Jim Cramer? Oh, no. You know where he came at? Oh, this is what happened. Let me show this. Who told me this? Oh, it was here. Q's at the high. AMD's at the high. Spares. PDD. LL moving higher. Where was this Jim Cramer? He blew out of view. I saw the news, and why isn't it here? Regular chat room? No. No. Let's go to here. Did he blow out of you? What's taken? By the way, we can see what the wise guys are doing while we're looking for Jim Cramer's fumble. TLT bullish for the market short term. I wanted to go back to my original point. EOS LYV bullish going into January. You know what? Live Nation, that was strong all morning. That was strong from the get-go. Live Nation, that's sexy. I like it. It's going to get the freaking highlighter. LYV, and they're going out to January. What I like. $500,000 call. And that's the right call. Wow. Maybe this Taylor Swift is her. Live Nation, I don't know. Another one bullish, January. Q's bullish, October, short term. Remember, Live Nation, another one. Granted, this is the Jesus feed. I'm nothing without Jesus. GDX bullish. Tim might have saw this. What else? PI beat up name. I saw this. I was going to buy some PI, but then I looked and it has 58,000 shares traded. I freaking would have wiped it out. October, not interested. Somebody's just playing a squeeze. PDD, Shopify. This is a while ago too, and they worked. Let's go early on. What we were saying early on. AES, Monster, Vail, Bank of America, Fro, Nevada bullish. A while that was at 1050. Look at it now, December. Nevada, Goog, Nevada, SPX coming to a little bit of resistance here with a red sixer. Maybe a little rest is needed from this, but certainly it's a Friday. You know, you got to be aware that they pull the trap door, but certainly things are rotating appropriately at the moment for it to stay somewhat or have a base or some belief in it. One day does not make a reversal. A couple of times bouncing off that 420 number on the SPY helped. Crude being down helped. You know, and there's some leaders that are still staying strong, breaking out to new highs. Like I said, there's another one. I believe this is a Cayman company. If Tim's on FN, Animal, FN new highs. You know what I mean? So there are places to run. It used to be SMC. Look at SMCI. Look at this freaking thing. How am I not in this? I'm in Nevada though. Nevada, AMD bounced. Did the dip-de-do? Could have had all you wanted. 94, $10 move without anybody realizing. Now it's coming up to the 50-day resistance at 106.17, as you can see in the blue. Draw the chart. Maybe it's made its move on the day. Who knows? Be aware. I mean, it might be you know, symbolic of what's going on in the market. I digress. AT&T bullish pins. There's the SOX and SPX chart. Let's see. You don't even play tactical. Okay. Most important thing going on, period, in everybody's life at this moment. Everyone's life. Credit and spreads not really confirming any risk backdrop, yet some stability with the VIX selling. Opened the window for a bounce. You'll also add this helping, the HYG, anything that happened to do with credit or money. Let's look at the HYG chart. All right. It just looks like the TLT. Everything looks like the TLT anyway. JNK, junk. They all look the same. LQD, all look the same. TLT. Yeah, you know what I mean? They all look the same. So you have to watch one. It's not like you have to watch 40,000 instruments or have 8 screens, which I do not have. I used to, but less is better. Shop, fall, calls. Let's see what they're doing now. Roblox calls. Roblox is like up 20% in a week. Nobody even realizes because the charts are, that's how it worked. Look at Roblox. 25 to 30, 12% or whatever it is. So that's what the wise guys are doing. Tune in later. PDD high of the day, I've been told. My God, the ultimate compliment from somebody who has a thick skin and does it all. PDD high of the day, I wouldn't short it. The volume's coming into it too. There's the weekly. Let's even go to a monthly. Size with good timing and risk taking. Yeah, correct. I mean, I'm here, you know, it's hard to not treat. I mean, I'm an active manager. I wish I could sit here like this, wait for an economic number, but you know what I mean? I see PDD. Good trade though. Coach, watch this. Not even watching it, probably posting to watch me. Tradeview markets, no coach. Coach is in the midst of a battle here. Okay, let's Vertex. Hello, calls. Vertex. A dumpster dive in Vertex, but that's no problem. We've been in dumpsters before. Vertex, Gapper. Nope, not interested. Let's see. Ham, good call. You have any questions, Ham? Or any comments? GC, a bit of a warning for ZN shorts. Spies are green. All right, we all know it. There's everybody chirping now. Everybody's chirping. NASDAQ's up. Let's look at the most important thing of the day besides what Ham has to say. We'll go to this. Planeteer calls. Coles ripping. I'm in that. All right. Most active. Here we go. Qs near the low of the day. What's the range? As of 11:30 with good volume. Riven. I'm in that. Qs, good range. AMD range with volume. What's got the volume above volume? Boop, boop, boop. It's fun to go through the list right here. Silver, big volume, almost 50% for the day. Observation, expiration. Coke, I'm in that. Coke made the reversal. I'm in Kellogg. I did buy Verizon. See the Verizon? I bought it. I bought it. I sold it. I sold it. I bought it cheap. What's going on with the market now? Still ripping. What's going on? I got to get off soon because I have things that are ripping. I'm not going to lie. Like ribbon. Ooh, that positive. What else? ARM. Nice trade. ODB. I could hold. Look at ODB. You know, you never make it. I sold it 26.70. I made good money on it. I was long it from 25. Now it's 28.50. Look at that. Oh, you know what? XBI halted. XBI kind of, did that make a comeback? Still XBI negative in a day. Riven, Coke, I'm long some Kellogg. Hopefully it's freaking ripping. It's not. Bad trade in Kellogg, Mike V. Bad trade. I mean, my average price is what, 50? I'm in Kellogg. But I did buy AEE nicely, and some of these are the ones that NEE, some of them, the ones to buy were the Utes, utilities, NEE. Why do I have a bid in there? It's $6 or 44. NEE. I don't know. Okay, what's moving? Percentage movers. And what's the plan from here on out? And I'll make my point that I wanted to pull up before. View. Percent gainers. Let's look for 60 minutes. What's moving? Big lots. AMC. MSS hot yesterday. I mentioned it. ODD. DGS was taking a lot of calls. Globe. LAC. Great trade on Mike V with LAC. I had a ton of it. Los Angeles Clippers. And I had a lot of it. 1082, sold it at like 1150. Nice trade. It's lower, no problem. Let's look what's moving down now as the market goes up, or at least is stabilizing. So let's look at percentage losers in the last 15 minutes. What's pulling back? LAC, good sale. Percent losers in the last 60 minutes. VIX, all the products that had to do with hedging. All right. Crowd, PDD, ZS, all good. Paul. Let the dust settle, mate. No rush. Lots. He's right. Ham, if you want, listen. What I've noticed with crude, it's usually on a Friday expiration when it's imploding. This is from experience. It's not. It's a suggestion. Crude very rarely reverses on like a Friday. You know what I mean? I would, you want to take a position, sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the market follows through on a Monday morning on a small gap up if we close somewhat strongly and crude gaps down and does the reverse. I usually like to trade over. Coach has a good analogy for crude. Don't take crude. Don't contra crude trade over. Don't contra crude over the weekend. I believe this is from a contra trader or a person at least likes to look at risk versus reward. So piece into that. I get it. I'll probably get it myself. Paul, let the dust settle. No rush, lots. He's right. I mean, the moves have been made, and the dust has to settle. With the SPY, the SPYs were under 420 this morning. They went to 424, so we made a 500-600 point move, as you can see here. You know what? Here's my boy, and there's Jesus LYV, and he's a good trader. Test resistance. Test. We keep testing these cues here. All right. So be careful. Don't be chasing. And, don't right now, don't have FOMO. It's like Taylor Swift. You hear she's coming to your town. Don't pay top dollar for tickets. Everybody freaking relax. There's action and it'll be, it's a hot ticket. Just like the cues are hot. Chill out. You know what I mean? Don't pay up for something. I hate that. CLS flexing. I want to point something out, and everybody should be following Vertex, because he follows the Jesus feed. You know the guys that follow Jesus, and most of them do. Okay, there's Christian, good dude, good trader. LYV, nice, like he even said it. LYV, nice breakout on volume. And you know what? The Jesus feed, LYV's hot. I like that stock. Let's look at what else. Let's look at the Kramer's got to say. It might be redundant. It might be irrelevant. Great list. Bank of America on weight loss drugs. I'm in Kellogg. Cares. All right, whatever. Okay. This is what I want to point out and why we might have ripped. That was sell before the data. Right. And the result. True. Okay, this was it. And this is why I think we bounced a little bit. A lot of these job numbers have been come out and then have been revised. And this is the question that I wanted to ponder this morning, as I'm going to go now because President Biden is coming on at 11:30, 6 or 7 minutes ago Eastern. So I posted this morning. I didn't post a lot of data outside of active trades. Well, right. You know what? And Paul's, listen, if I had Paul's discipline, even though he's a maniac, things would, everybody tries to get, coach, I'm trying to stretch helps me to try to stretch my price ranges and my winners. Paul's the discipline guy. I'm not going to lie, even though he's freaking pounding beers in a pub right now. I'm only kidding. I'm not making light of professionals, Paul, but thank you for the structure. Keep that in mind, though. President Biden will make comments on the September job number. And by the way, this was out last night. This also is to be out 3 hours after the report is released. However, he does not always speak. Does this mean that there's a higher chance of the jobs number beating expectations? So why would the president come out and say the number? So it was, what was going to really happen? Well, was a good number good, a bad number bad? Was a bad number bad? But you know what I mean? So a lot of the number came in a little bit hotter, but the revisions have been revised. So it was really about the rhetoric. And you know what? The president is coming on TV in 5 minutes Eastern. And much like how Powell speaks, I'm actually going to listen to this. The market will react to him speaking, not necessarily when he starts, but when he stops. And I'm saying that the market's going to react when he's speaking because it's an excuse with this volatility to reposition. I'm not saying to chase or have FOMO, but see how the price action acts today. That's relevant data, TLT, the dollar, the utilities. It's a lot to go on, a lot to absorb. And you know what? I don't really like to read. Well, actually, I'm an incessant reader, but I'm going to read a lot more about what's going on beneath the surface, or for my peers, because it's actually getting quite interesting how things are moving so wildly, and it's doing it for a reason. So Paul, anything good? We're good here. Let's leave one more thing with the wise guys before I go. Internals are improving. Okay, the VIX going to the low, as I see here. That's nice. TSM, Taiwan Semi. I sound like one of those guys. Taiwan Semi. All right, no problem with that. No problem. Freaking Taiwan Semiconductor. You know what? Taiwan Semiconductor is freaking ripping. All you wanted at 85, now it's 89. It's not where a stock is, it's where it's going. They're buying Taiwan Semi. Coach would probably telling me it's go to the moving average is 92. From what I know, Coach probably says it might even go to 96. I don't mean to speak for him, but I'm trying to learn. Yeah, I am trying to learn. I always try to learn. Kidding me? I don't have an ego. SPY bullish. All right, you get the picture, guys. Any questions? Don't be a piker. TTD. Things are in rip mode. What's moving right now? Percent gainers in the last 15 minutes. AMC affirm, low to high, dollar move. Let's look at the percent gainers on the day. SMR might have an interest. Good volume. SMR. Overstock. You know what? Somebody gave me that today too. And that was Sunrise Trader. Great trade on Overstock. Great trade. Sunrise Trader. Okay. I like that guy. He's older than me. PDD up 9. CWIN, Valeris, KC, China, Boyle. Few2 up 5. Oh no, it's up 3. LAC sold it at the high so far. It looks like some China. RRC taking it up with natural gas. And they didn't pull the trigger. And it's going to bother me. Look at that move. RRC. They want this thing. I'm telling you, this thing's going to get taken over. I mean, you look at natural gas. And natty gas, how you doing? Look at RRC. And the other one I wanted to buy was SM. No. And SU. No. SU, maybe. At this RRC, I'm telling you. Bottom line is I'm just going to buy calls every time this thing dips. Look at this thing. Oh, man, it's beautiful. RRC. So if any have any questions, I'll leave it there. I hope it didn't go fast and furious. I try to go over my plan. Net better to own here. Net looks like good. They're telling me to buy some net. I had good news the other net. Where's Mark D, he fired us, but that's okay. He made a nice trade on that. He shorted up here, I believe. No, where did he short it? 60 net. I don't know. That's in the danger zone for me. It's kind of out of the flag. It's kind of up. That you want to buy net. Your fills are most important. Don't be buying dips. If you want to buy a stock like net, I don't think I am yet. This is the 5-minute net. If you're going to buy this thing, you want to buy it under 60. 60, 20, maybe around there. So I'll leave it at that, guys. You're all good. It does take, you know what? This is Paul. I want to, on a personal level. Oh, Paul's getting rambunctious. Range trading is for the unsophisticated fools and gamblers. True. I'm talking about small ranges on an active day. You're going to get nickel to death. I agree with that. Also, brokers know that people can make themselves pressing the button. Maybe an active day trade. Listen, I started as a day trader. I was bred to be a day trader. Okay. It was one of the most active freaking day traders in the country. It's taken me almost 15, 20 years to still unwind that what makes you good, what makes you bad. So I get it. It's not really my discipline. Thank God I get better with my timing. I just think I have, maybe it's my share size allocations because the VIX was moving up. For me, it's just maybe I have to position share size a little bit better. That's correct, Pam. He's correct. He's good. You're a good trader. You're good. I don't want to ask it too personal. Ham, how old are you? H. You're in Turkey, right? You mind saying your age or ballpark? Just so I know. Dollar lows, dollars on the low. Jesus, fixed feed. There's the Kobaleski at the current price. US dollar, UUP, Taiwan semi, even on the public feed. So that you can use the public Jesus feed. Ham doesn't want to give his age. That's fine. I hope you're not 19 because you make me look real dumb. Actually, I hope you are 19. I hope you are. All right, so I'll leave it at there. Listen, I'm here all day. I don't want to say it's how we close. It's a matter of the levels that we hold. Because if we still hold any levels on support, maybe you do want that pullback. For example, maybe like an LYV or a whatever's in play at this point. That's pretty freaking sharp, Paul. What stays here? So most brokers have you're right. All right. Well, let's keep it in. What stays in TGH, what happens in TGH stays in GGH. We'll stop with the rhetoric. We'll look at the DXY and UUP. Although Paul, multi-level thinking, and he knows what he's saying. How about let's put it that. Okay. Cues. Okay. I'll leave it there, guys. Okay. We'll see you after. Thanks for tuning in. Always have a plan. Listen, there's always things to do, always a trade, as they say. It's going to be no different when I get off, no different this afternoon, Monday. It's about you having a plan, knowing yourself. As Paul says, we get to this certain type of level. We do know what to do. It's about being disciplined enough to when to do it. And like Ham even said, to qualify it. So we'll see you then. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks for sharing. Cheers.